Everybody, Ralph Havens here, and this morning's video session for you is pretty cool. I had a lot of stuff to do today. In fact, I'm up very, very early this morning, and we're out here by this mountain, Mount Baker. We have very slow internet, and I was thinking, man, I've got so much to do, and it takes a long time to upload a video, but I had a workaround. I figured a way to stream it live and just do it without having to upload it later. So this is a session very early on a Friday morning. You're already in the session. And what I'm doing today is a technique from Matrix Energetics called the Psycho-Energetic Emotional Technique. So what you can do if you want is to notice what's different for you from the chair that you're in right now. So by that, I mean, you can test something for yourself, how you walk, how you move. You can put an intention out to the universe of what you would like to change, and then notice what's different immediately afterwards. You can retest your walking, your range of motion in your neck or your back. And later you can see how things are different in the in what you wanted to create. Now, years ago, I was sitting right out, actually sleeping right outside there in a tent. And we were about to sleep outside for about a year. We had gone through quite a change. And if you know my story, you know we went through a lot of hard times. And a lot of what I thought my life was all about went away. We left San Diego and we gave up a really successful physical therapy, integrative manual therapy practice. And we hit the road to figure out where to live. And there's a whole story to that, but it was a giant obstacle. And I always had this dream that I would help people with their healing and their transformation. And I had a version of that in San Diego, but it wasn't quite the total picture. And so I also had a dream of coming up to the Pacific Northwest. I didn't know it was going to happen the way it happened. Basically, we came up to this land and this house and we saw it and we said, oh, this is the place. This is going to be Ralph and Jen's healing and transformation space. And so we got here and a bunch of stuff went wrong. And we ended up spending a lot of money. In fact, all of our money that we had saved up to set up our new life and even more. We were on credit cards. And we were sleeping outside because our house had a lot of problems. And it took us about a year, even more than that, really a couple of years to really get things okay. And along the way, I had to figure out how to make money again, how to have a healing practice again. Nobody knew me up here. I had to figure out how to do this with people from all over the world. And so there was a lot of obstacles. What I heard along the way was some nice ideas like, oh, the obstacle is the way. And, you know, the challenge is part of your training. And it sounded all kind of nice, but it didn't feel really good. So this morning for your session, you're in a Matrix Energetic session, even though it might look like I'm doing nothing. And so you might notice what you notice. Now with Matrix Energetics and with energetic shifts, there can be instantaneous changes. And there can also be a process. And what I've noticed is these obstacles and challenges and really hard times when you seem to have come to your end, you've lost your resources, your health maybe, and you don't know what to do. These are when the universe can show you how to be resourceful. You might not have all your resources right now, your money or your health, but you're infinitely resourceful, and it might be time to get resourceful. And then you can learn how to do X to get Y, with Y being your health or your money or your new life. So while there's an energetic thing to this, and there's a decision that can be made that says, okay, life is not the way I want it. I want this. And we can do energetic stuff to tune you in. And then all these obstacles might show up. In my experience, they show up. And each obstacle, you can start to notice that, oh my goodness, if I didn't have this obstacle and this obstacle and this obstacle and this obstacle, and if I didn't learn this and this and this and this, I wouldn't be here now doing this. So whatever version of life that you want, you might notice that all these obstacles and things that seem to be in the way and the problems and the hardships and the things that are just not making it happen for you, supposedly or seemingly, could be obstacles that are actually training, that are sculpting you perfectly so that then you can have this and do this and live a certain way. So through all of that training and work and everything, I've come to have a practice where I have a way to help people from all over the world now. And this has been Ralph and Jen's healing and transformation space. We just didn't realize we were the ones that were going to be going through the healing and the transformation and learning stuff from all these obstacles. So whatever you want to create, whatever you want, energetically, we're tuning into that right now. And then along the way, you might notice what seems to be in the way and how that's part of your training. So as I did all this, I wrote it all down and then I put it in a book. And then I ran it through a couple of versions with select clients, and we went through it online, on phone calls, on videos, and I put it into a course. And now it's a whole course on how to do X, how to do the physical things, develop the vision for what you want, the strategies, the skills, shift your environment, your internal environment, and also the external environment, and how to clear deep inner game stuff that's in the way of you getting what you want, so that you can then use energetics, but also a lot of action to get what you want. And so if you're interested in that, I'll put the link up here, and you can join us. And this, if you're watching right as I'm filming this, then this Sunday, I'm doing what's called the psychoenergetic emotional technique, and I'll be showing you how to do this, how to use this, how to play with this, how to make it useful for you, where you can have this at your in your skill set. So join me. Here's the link up here, and welcome. So have a great Friday if you're watching this Friday, or whatever day you're watching this. And comment. Let me know how this goes. What's different for you? Click like, click share, put yourself out there. Let people know this is what you're up to. And if you have any questions, just let me know. So the link will be here. Go ahead and click on that. There's another video. And let's get out there and live. Let's really live. Okay, bye now.